Hey, my name is Brandon, and I am from Nashville, Tennessee, in case you couldn't tell by the accent. So I grew up going to church. I was in church every time the doors were open. My mom and dad were both active in my life, and grew up in a great Christian home. Have two amazing sisters, and just went through life. Actually, went to college, got a degree in youth ministry. I was a youth pastor in Atlanta for 6 years. And through a series of disappointments, I just kind of lost my way and stopped going to church, pulled out completely. And that was really where my decline started. I would say those two, just being disappointed by these two events in my life. One was my parents' divorce. The other was a pastor who fell, who was more than a pastor, more like a father figure and a dad. And, he was my boss. And so it was these two disappointments that really led me down a path that wasn't so pretty. It wasn't like instant. It was more like 10 years of traveling down a road that finally one day I woke up and I was living in my car. I was addicted to meth, and life had just reached the very bottom of the pit. It was at that point that I began to pray and ask God to come back into my life and do whatever it took to get me back on track. It was at that point that I began to pray and ask God to come back into my life and do whatever it took to get me back on track. And lo and behold, I got pulled over and got arrested. And that was like the turning point of my life. I was in jail for 30 days, 36 days actually, and mad at the world, mad at my mom, mad at God, mad at everybody. But it was the greatest thing that could have ever happened to me, because it was at that point that my life did start to get back on track. I reconnected with God while I was in jail and just started praying. And as I got out, my mom had come in contact with a gentleman named Russ Coffey, who has a great relationship with the Tucson Center. And my mom said, "Hey, you're going to Teen Challenge." And I was like, "Well, okay, what's that?" She said, "Well, it's a program for, it's a recovery program for drug and alcohol." I'm like, "Awesome." Then she said, "It's 13 months. And I was like, "Not awesome." And so anyway, I've been in the program now for about 6 months, and I can't say anything but great things about this program. My relationship with the Lord has gotten back on track. My relationship with my family is back. From losing trust with my family and some of my friends, God's reconnected all of us back together, and He's really brought reconciliation with my family. And every day that I'm here, it just seems to get better. I always like to say I have to make one decision every day while I'm here at Teen Challenge, and that's to stay or to leave. And after I've made that decision for the day, everything else is taken care of for me. And that's really been great, because then I don't have to worry about now what I'm going to eat, where I'm going to go, what I'm going to have to do throughout the day. This program has been really a blessing to me, just to focus on myself and my relationship with God. And I'm so excited to see what's going to come in the future. I know that He has got amazing plans for me, and who knows where I'll be, or who knows what I'll be doing after I graduate. But I know that God does know, and I can't wait to see where He's going to take me and the things that He's going to accomplish through me.